Well, hi there, all my friends. Happy Monday to you. I don't necessarily like Mondays, but it's because I'm still working. Well, I certainly hope that you guys had a good weekend. I did. I was very busy, as you could see from all the songs I did. Um, Ventura Lilacs. I did two Simon and Garfunkel songs, which were really hard for me because I don't read tablature. And I did it because my dear friend at work, it meant a lot to her, and I wanted to do it for her. You know, um, she's fulfilling her mother's wish, and that is to bring her mother's ashes back to Paris, France, to be buried with her family. And so the song has always had a lot of meaning, especially at our age, you know, my generational friends. And so I arduously tried to learn to do the song for her. At first I thought that what she wanted was just the bookends, bookends part, bookends theme of Simon and Garfunkel. So I learned that, which is good because that's the hardest part. And then I saw friendship, and I thought, how that's real. Oh, that's hard, you know. And I'm like, maybe I could just do like a little bookend thing. And so I made it for, you know, I just made up the words, the lyrics in the beginning and end, and then put in the bookends in between. And she goes, that's not exactly what I wanted. And I'm like, oh no, you know. So I had to go and I didn't have to. I wanted to go learn how to play because I wanted to do it right and do it right for her because, you know, it means a lot. And so anyway, so that's I did that. And anyway, I hope that you guys are having a good weekend. I'd love to hear from you, Ollie, Andrea, all of you guys out there in the international land. Hey, I also had a really good time with Lorna Byrne. She had a live feed, and you could put comments. You know how you see that. I don't know how to do that. I need somebody. She's got Megan, her daughter, who's lovely, helping her, and she's got another book out, book of a bunch of things that angels have helped her with, in pictures of Ireland and stuff. Just gorgeous pictures. And then she's going to do another book of things she's never told anybody before. So I really want to see that book. And anyway, yeah, so I'm going to have to go check my oven in a second. So that's what's going on with that. And then, you know, the Facebook thing is just very time consuming, and I have to have time management with it. I ran in, you know, like some people are going, are you so-and-so, you know, and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, you just can't be friends with everybody. You know, I mean, I just don't have enough time. And so this is why I like this medium, because if you like what I'm doing, you like what I'm saying, whatever, you know, you just check in for 15 minutes and then you're out, you know, and or less. I do that sometimes with the things that I subscribe. I don't watch the whole thing necessarily. I watch what is interesting to me, and I expect you probably do the same thing. So I don't take offense. And we're in the book of Daniel. We're going to be doing chapter 8 in just a second here. I just need to take a swig. Vitamin C. And I wanted to let you guys know too, my brother's in San Antonio, Texas, John. And he was telling me just yesterday there was a couple of trees that were down, and a tree in the pool, and had to close shop for 3 hours, you know, prior, and was able to get to work yesterday. So I was grateful that he was safe and okay, and been praying for the people in Texas because, you know, they're just especially Houston, they're just getting swamped there. I mean, really. You know, anybody got a boat? You know, because And it's a good thing a lot of Texans do, because there's a lot of lakes, at least in San Antonio, there's a beautiful river lake area. I haven't, I've been there once, and to San Antonio, actually. And Austin, I heard it's just gorgeous, and a lot of people from California moved up there, and musicians and whatnot. So, anyway, he's safe and doing well, and so I'm glad for that. And my family was concerned, so that was nice of them to, say something in his on his behalf. So anyway, I should do a cook. When I was younger, there was a guy, maybe some of you guys remember him, that was on television that used to do, cooking shows. And right now I can't think of his name offhand. I'm sure that fan does not sound good on this recording. And he would drink wine and cook and stuff. If you guys can remember who he was, let me know. Okay. Anyway, just as a fun aside. Okay, so we're in the book of Daniel, chapter 8. And this is the 3rd year reign of King Belshazzar, okay? And so this guy, Belshazzar, was not a good guy. You heard the story about the writing on the wall, right? And so his 3rd year, a vision appeared to me, he says, even unto me, Daniel, after that which appeared unto me at the first. And I saw a vision, and it came to pass, I saw that I was at Shushan in the palace, which is in the province of Elam. And I saw a vision, and I was by the river of Ulai. And I lifted up my eyes, and I saw, and behold, there stood before the river a ram which had 2 horns, and the 2 horns were high. But one was higher than the other, and the higher came up last. And I saw the ram pushing westward, northward, southward, so that no beast might stand before him, neither was there any that could deliver out of his hand, but he did according to his will and became great. Do remember to bring God into your space as you read reverently the words. The Holy Spirit can come to you and into your heart. As I was considering, behold, a he-goat came from the west of the face of the whole earth, and touched not the ground, and the goat had a notable horn between his eyes. And he came to the ram that had 2 horns, which I had seen standing before the river, and ran unto him in the fury of his power. And I saw him come close unto the ram, and he was moved with a collier against him, and smote the ram, and broke his 2 horns, and there was no power in the ram to stand before him. But he cast him down to the ground, and stamped upon him, and there was none that could deliver the ram out of his hand. Therefore the he-goat waxed very great, and he was strong, and the great horn was broken, and it came up 4 notable ones toward the 4 winds of heaven. And out of them came the 4th a little horn, which waxed exceedingly great, toward the south, and toward the east, and toward the pleasant land. And it waxed great even to the host of heaven, and it cast down some of the host and of the stars to the ground, and stamped upon them. Yea, he magnified himself even to the prince of the host, and by him the daily sacrifice was taken away, and the place of his sanctuary was cast down. And a host was driven him against the daily sacrifice by reason of transgression, and it cast down the truth to the ground, and it practiced and prospered. When I heard one saint speaking, and another saint say unto the certain saint which spoke, How long shall be the vision concerning the daily sacrifice and the transgression of desolation, to give both sanctuary and the host to be trodden under foot. And he said unto me, unto 2,300 days, then shall the sanctuary be cleansed. And it came to pass, when I, even I, Daniel, had seen the vision and sought for the meaning, then, behold, there stood before me as the appearance of a man. And I heard a man's voice between the banks of Ulai, which called, said, Gabriel, make this man to understand the vision. And so it came near that I stood, and when he came, I was afraid, and I fell on my face. But he said unto me, understand, O Son of Man, for at the time of the end shall be the vision. Now, as he was speaking with me, I was in a deep sleep, and my face toward the ground. But he touched me and set me upright. And he said, behold, I will make thee known what shall be in the last end of the indignation. For at the time appointed the end shall be. The ram which thou sawest, having 2 horns, are the kings of Media and Persia. And the rough goat is the king of Grecia. The great horn is between his eyes, is the first king. Now that being broken, wherein 4 stood up for it, 4 kingdoms shall stand up out of the nation, but not in his power. And in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to the full, a king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up. And his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. And he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. And through his policy also he shall cause a craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, and he shall be broken without hand. And the vision of the evening and the morning which was told is true. Wherefore thou shut up thou of the vision, for it shall be for many days. And I, Daniel, fainted and was sick certain days afterward. I rose up and did the king's business, and I was astonished at the vision, but none understood it. Okay, so that's the end of chapter 8. We'll start with chapter 9. Daniel praying for his people. So anyway, I do hope that you have a blessed day, and love to hear from you, Ollie and Andrea, and anybody else out there, my friends from the east and the west and so forth. All of you, all of my new subscribers, tell me a little bit about yourself, why you've come to my channel, maybe how you're doing lately. If you haven't made a comment, like to keep in touch with you. And what else can I say? I'm also on Facebook, so check that out. I've read a couple books. Actually, I finished the Howard Storm's first book and Lorna Byrne first 2 books, and the first and last book that he wrote. And Lorna Burns, I read two books of hers. So I've been busy. So let me know what you're doing. All right. God bless you. Have a great week. And I'll talk to you soon. I'll be doing chapter 9 in just a bit. All right. Bye-bye.